Welcome to this 10-minute spinal mobility flow and total body release. All you need is yourself and a mat, and let's get ready to flow. Let's start with your feet just underneath your sit bones and start by rolling those shoulders up to your ears and releasing them down and back. Let any tension melt away. And take a nice deep plie. Inhale, reach those hands up to the sky, and exhale, press them away. And again, deep plie. Inhale, reach those hands up, and exhale, send them away. 2 more. And go ahead and lift that chest up to the ceiling, extend through the upper back, and reach your hands out to the side. Soft bend to the knees, and side bend up and over. Mermaid stretch, and back through center. Soften those knees, reach up and over, and lift back through center. Soften those knees, doing your best to keep those hips level, cinching the waistline through one side and expanding the ribcage on the other. And if you want more, take that side bend, mermaid stretch, then bring those hands together and circle it around to the other side, and release yourself back up. And release those arms down. Now let's come to the back of your mat. We're going to start rolling down, dropping your chin to your chest, releasing one vertebrae at a time, letting your head and your hands be heavy. When you get to the bottom, go ahead and just shake your head side to side, forward and back. Shake it yes, shake it no. And then go ahead and soften those knees so your hands come to the floor, and then walk your hands forward to the top of your mat so you hit a downward facing dog position. Start by rising onto the balls of your feet, lifting those heels, and then pressing them down, lengthening out through the backs of those legs. Gliding your shoulders away from your ears and towards your hips, we're going to start to lift those heels and ripple through the spine like a wave. And then lifting your chest up, softening those knees, sending those hips back, and then reaching those hips back up to the sky. Lift those heels, press them down. Lift them back up and ripple through the spine like a wave. Finding that beautiful articulation, mobilizing through the spine. Lifting that chest up, then soften the knees. Send those hips back, and then extend those legs. Lift those heels and lower them. Lift them and ripple through the spine, rippling upper back, middle back, releasing that chest forward, and then soften those knees, send those hips back up. 1 more. And then come back into your downward facing dog and just pedal your heels to the floor, bending one knee and then the other. Finding your downward facing dog, and then bringing your knees down to the floor. Setting it up in 4-point kneeling, hands under shoulders, knees under hips, taking it into cat and cow. Round the spine, scoop that belly in and up, drawing chin to chest, and then releasing to look forward and extending through those abdominals. Exhale, scoop the belly in and up, drawing those shoulder blades apart. Inhale to release and look forward, sliding those shoulders down and back. Another beautiful exercise to mobilize that spine. And now we're going to bring it in through neutral. Keep moving through cat and cow, but circle the rib cage in a circle. Around to your right 4 times, and then reverse that circle to your left. Bring it back through center. And now we're going to take our thread needle stretch. So reach the right hand up to the sky. And then thread the needle, stretching that hand underneath your left shoulder. Do your best to send your hips back towards your heels and draw out of that right shoulder blade. Press into the left hand to come back up, and then change arms, reaching that left hand up to the sky, Nice big twist, and then thread the needle. Sending those hips back towards your heels. Take a nice deep breath in and out. Press out of that hand and bring it back into 4-point kneeling. Tucking your toes and lifting up to downward facing dog, pedaling your heels and bringing your feet together. From this position, reach that right foot up to the sky. 3-legged downward dog stretch. Go ahead and circle that foot around if it feels good. And when you're ready, you're going to sweep that right foot around and forward to your right hand, bringing it into a high runner's lunge. From here, extend that right arm back up to the sky. Nice twist through the spine. And then release your right elbow down to the mat. Opening up through the hips. Nice deep breath in here. And then reach the hand back up to the sky. And bring that hand to your knee and press that knee out, opening up through the hips one more time. Bring that hand to the outside of your right foot and drop that back knee down. Sweep your arms up and we bring it into a hip flexor stretch here, opening up through your chest and through that left hip flexor. Go ahead and bend your left elbow, draw it down and back, and take it into a tricep stretch as you lift up and over towards your right over that front knee. Bring it back through center, foot your hands back down. Tuck the back toes, lift that back knee, and step your foot back into your high plank. Now lift your hips back up to the sky, finding that downward facing dog position. Feet together, and when you're ready, lift those heels and lower them back down. And let's float that left foot up to the sky. You can circle that foot around if it feels good. Just enjoy that stretch. And when you're ready, float that left foot around towards your left hand. Finding that high runner's lunge, just releasing through that right hip flexor. And then sweep that left hand up to the sky, opening up through the chest, rotating through that torso, bringing that left elbow down towards the mat. This will help to open up through the hips, so just release here. It's okay if you can't reach your elbow or forearm to the mat. Just bring that hand down and do whatever you can and whatever your body allows you to do today. Go ahead and sweep that hand back up to the sky. And then as you come back down, bring that left hand to your left knee. Press that left knee out, opening up to the hips, getting a little deeper into that stretch. Bring your hand on the outside of that left foot and place that back knee down. Sweep your hands up, bringing it into a hip flexor stretch. Keep tucking that tailbone under, lifting the chest, drawing those abs in and up. Go ahead and bend your right elbow, draw it down and back. And lift up and over to your left over that front knee, opening up through the right side of the body. Bring it back through center. And sweep those hands back down to your mat. Tuck the back toes, lift that back knee, and now you're going to turn and face forward. And we're bringing it into our lateral lunge. Go ahead and walk your hands over to the other side. And again, transferring that weight from one side to the other. And if you can, lift those hands off the floor, reaching those hands forward, and you come up and forward. And you transfer your weight side to side. Let's bring it back through center. Hinging forward, reaching those hands behind your lower back, interlacing those fingers, and stretch them up to the sky, opening up through the chest and shoulders. Relax your hands down and drop your hips down, and we come into a sit squat position, hands to prayer, and give yourself a little rock side to side. Release the hands down, extend those hips back up. Nice big stretch here in your forward fold. Soften the knees, tuck the tailbone under, and slowly restack the spine. Head comes up last. Bring your feet right underneath your sit bones. Reach those hands up. Big stretch. And sweep forward. And release back up. Swing forward. And release back up. And again, swing forward. And up. Last one. All the way up and hold it here. Press those hands back down and release. Well done, you guys. Thank you so much for joining me for that 10-minute spinal mobility flow and total body release. I hope you feel a little bit more agile throughout your body. If you're new to my channel, make sure you subscribe and hit that notification button so you never miss my weekly workouts every single Monday. And if you want longer, full-length workouts, head over to my Patreon page so I can support you on your fitness journey. Thanks for joining me, and I can't wait to see you next time. Bye, guys.